So, well, let's dive into the demo. I want to see how this all works.
Yeah, let's do it. This is our web app. The product is a chat interface. It also exists in a Chrome extension, and then you can use the product directly in Slack as well. Our goal being, how do we meet the users where they are, enable them to access and analyze their data from anywhere? We can click on one of these buttons, which is recommended prompts. This is going to go to Salesforce. This is going to get the data, and it's going to return it back to us in both a text and table format. And there are a couple benefits to that. One being you can download it. So depending on the question, how you want to edit it, how you want to modify it, it's really easy to pull it into a CSV after we've gotten the data. And then the other one is because it's in a table, it also makes it really easy for users to kind of pull things out. So it's an example. We've got this, I can expand it. Here's where we can download it. We've got follow-up questions automatically asked underneath it to help people walk through that analysis. And then we've added this validate results button. The goal being, if you had asked your RevOps person question, they give you the answer, and you want to follow up and be like, how'd you come up with that for some of the more complicated ones?
Yep.
That's the solution to this, of the natural language explanation of exactly what the AI did, making it feel more user-friendly.
That's very cool. Like, which report did you use? That's a
Yep.
common question I have for my RevOps team when I don't agree with the data.
Exactly. When you want to get another cut that fits your point of view. And so the next piece of it is that's really interesting. We've added this key definitions layer. We automatically have built an AI onboarding tool, for lack of a better term. When we connect to a company's data, we create this semantic layer, if they don't have one already built, of all of their key terms, KPIs, definitions that we're able to pull out. And then once this layer is in there, now you can ask questions and the AI is always going to remember and know to use these terms. So example, right? This is the definition of a quick win. That could just be slang that your team uses. It'd be like, how many wins? And it's going to know to look up that definition always for you specifically, use it, and then analyze the data with that specific knowledge.
So the company would put in like, this is our definition of a quick win.
Yep.
It closed in a week or whatever it may be. Okay.
Exactly. And so we try and do that at first, but sometimes companies like to do, once we have an initial layer, then they'll start adding and adding and adding, and then each person will start adding. And so this really becomes a living, breathing document, almost like the slang that you use internally.
Yeah, we have a term big deals, right? And like, what does that mean? So setting that and then you could pull up all the opportunities that are a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got mega deal in here. So
We're not there yet. We'll get there. We'll get to mega deals eventually. So we got a
but
couple of them.
all right. Well, that's good at least. So then the
Yeah.
other piece that we have is the training resources area, which is a prompt library of sample questions you can ask. This gets hyper personalized. So if you're a company that recently onboarded Myko and you're a SDR on the team, maybe you're going to have a specific type of playbook based on certain types of calls of questions you should ask to get prepared in advance using the data that's in your instance. And so these questions will be hyper personalized to those use cases for each individual person.
Like a forecast meeting. Okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? Yep. What deals are up? What deals are down, etc. Yep.
Yeah. And so the other thing we've done is we've built this Chrome extension so that you can be in Salesforce and using Myko over on the side over here. Maybe I'll skip that quickly. And why don't I actually just jump over to our Slack integration as well. So we've built the product directly in Slack with the goal being, how do we enable teams to better collaborate? And how do we increase that visibility of the data needed to run the organization? So you can see, you can ask questions in public channels. It'll respond in the thread so that you can follow up and ask questions, still staying within the thread, and kind of run through this analysis in a way that everyone in your organization can now see, verify, and then collaborate on.
This is very smart. This happens all the time. Post a forecast meeting, like what's happening here, what's happening here, and then you go and pull a bunch of reports and share that data back. But if you could do it all, it's like here's our forecast Slack thread, like let's just get all those questions answered right now.
Yeah, exactly. And so we see a lot of teams starting to do that where RevOps, once they start onboarding more people, they ask like, hey, if you're going to use Myko, ask the question in the public channel. So they have full visibility on both the questions and answers as they're getting comfortable in onboarding.